I noticed you have braces. I have braces too.
Get away from her, you.
Citrus plant from the Mediterranean can spontaneously burst into flame.
I don't know what happened. Switch went off in my brain, and all of a sudden I just got really obsessed with plants. I love them. Can a lady just not have some plants? I'm going to tell all of you at Harvard why I'm going to make an amazing lawyer.
What's up, dirty plant hoes and all you dirty plant enthusiasts out there? It is I, Rachel, your plant madam. And if you're new here, my channel is just about houseplants, houseplant stuff, shopping, repotting. I consider myself to be more of a comfort houseplant channel versus like a know-it-all type of houseplant channel where they try to tell you everything about everything, because yeah, I just don't do all that. I just like collecting houseplants, and I like repotting them and taking care of them. And I also like to sell them on occasion. So you can find my Etsy store link down below in the description. And I also have channel memberships here. It's an awesome way to support your favorite creators on YouTube. I have some awesome channel members that have been with me for over 2 years now. But if you're interested in becoming a channel member, you can also find that link down below. And you get a 25% discount at my Etsy shop if you are the highest tier member of my membership, which is the Dirty Planto level. And my dogs are gonna go out and use the doggy door like a million times while I'm trying to record this voiceover because they care not about my needs, okay? This beautiful Monstera here that you guys are watching me repot is going to be another new mother for my Etsy shop. And look at that beautiful sectoral variegation. Isn't it gorgeous? Also, last time when I showed you guys air layering on the Monstera, it's the GOAT, okay? There's no other way to propagate a variegated Monstera unless you're literally pressed for time. You just don't have time. You gotta take the cutting right now. Then otherwise, what are you doing? I'm mixing up some of my favorite soil mix here. I want it to be really, really chunky. I use orchid potting mix. I use Miracle Grow. I use lava rocks. I use perlite. Don't breathe the whole time you're doing this. Hold your breath. I mean, really, guys, really hold your breath or go get a mask or something. I just try to hold my breath and not breathe while I'm doing it. But this part is super satisfying. Stirring all the ingredients together. You can't be no punk off the street, okay? You gotta have a little bit of arm strength here. This is not for the Weenie Hut Junior Weenie Club, okay? Okay? You got to have a little junk in your trunk. Is it junk in your trunk? No. You gotta have a little, I don't know. Your arms have to be strong, dog, all right? But yeah, I ran out with that last variegated Monstera. But this is the second one that I'm going to show you. That, or actually, it's the third that you've seen. It's the second one for this repotting. And it is a trade that I'm doing with Jess on Instagram. I'm going to trade with her this top portion of this variegated Monstera. But it has actually grown so freaking much since I first put this air layering bit on. I'm going to go ahead and pot it up and then move the air layering up to the top node. Our plant trade is getting pretty close. I think I'm going to be doing a plant trade with her next week. She's already potted everything up. I need to pot everything up before I head out of town. I'm going out of town to a cabin. If I do another voiceover, I'll be telling you guys where I'm at while I'm out there, but I won't be able to send mine off until I get back. Look at those juicy, delicious, Italian style aerial roots. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that. On the first Monstera that I repotted, I actually meant to pluck some of the spag away from the newly created air layering roots, just because when you're potting it up, I don't really like to mix the medias like that, where there's just a big chunk of spag in the middle, because the spag tends to stay wetter longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about it enough to go like dig up the other one, you know, but if I think about it, I like to pluck off the spag. And the cool thing about it is I still have a couple of weeks before our plant trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the same exact spag ball that I used. I picked off the remainders, and I'm just going to move it up a little bit higher where this new aerial root is starting. You can see just a little bit higher there, like poking out like a little nipple. So I'm also doing like a half potting here where I know I'm not filling it all the way up, but I don't think my roots can support like the full pot. So I am just going to only do like 2/3 of the pot instead. So that's me collecting the recycled sphagnum moss, and I'm just recreating another air layering point on that node. And if you've never tried this before, please, 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 please give it a try. It doesn't have to be a monstera. It could be any philodendron of any kind. This actually works with anthuriums as well. I'd be hard pressed to think of some plants that air layering wouldn't work on, but give it a try. It's really fun. It's like cool to see how well it works. And it's like an insurance policy for keeping your cutting alive, because you don't have to worry about it wilting or dying in the propagation process. So here is a pretty monumental order, you guys. It's been a very, very long time since I placed an order with Ecuagenera. For reasons, if you've been a watcher for a long time, you well know. I got over it. I built a bridge and I got over that shit. So I'm pretty impressed so far with the packing. They're packing from the last time that I ordered till this time much, much, much better. The plant felt super duper secure. It looks like there's just the brown paper wrapping on the outside, but there's actually a little bit more security on the inside. That's me praying to the gods that this actually turns out okay, because I feel like I'm sticking my hand in a bear trap a little bit. But I think it does work out in the end there, you guys. So the paper towel, that was my eyes, because I was shocked that there was like something else to protect the plant in between the paper towel and stuff like that. So overall, I was just really happy with the process of this Ecuagenera order. And it actually, oh, that's what I was wanting to tell you guys. It wasn't actually an order. It was actually something that I got off of a live auction. I made this, I told you about that last time. I made a live auction order from Ecuagenera, and I made a live auction order from Tropical Plant Sales. Okay, so this is like the first I've received in those two. This is a Varicosum Amazon Sunset. And I tried to order this once before in the past, and it just kind of melted when it got to me. It was already in pretty bad shape, but this one looks excellent. And I mean excellent. On the front, you can see how it has a letter and a number. That's how they'll run it to you in the live sale. If you've never participated or just watched, it's a thing to watch. Like, it's a scene, babe. Like, you need to go check it out. You comment the letter and the number to claim the plant that they're talking about, and then if someone else tries to claim it too, there's another person in the chat who will tag you and say whether or not it will only tag you if you got it. So like, let's say you said L57 for this right here, and the chat keeps going, and you can see when they say your name and L57, okay, you won that plant. So it's a pretty cool concept for me. Like, I'm not used to it. I think live plant sales have been around for a really long time, but I'm just slow to everything, okay? I'm slow, all right? Slow. Look at the fiery, fiery, fiery backside of this Amazon Sunset. Okay, I want to take you in my garage real quick and show you some updates. Great, here is the last thing that I wanted to show you before I go. And this is like a couple of weeks after the fact that I filmed all the other stuff for you guys. But check out these. Don't unsubscribe. If you don't like vegetables, then I'll see you next time, okay? Be sure and subscribe, though, and put the notifications on. Do you see it? Oh my gosh, that's my little Dewey. He's a good boy. Yeah, oh, I had to give him this janky-ass haircut. I haven't told y'all about it yet because he got out in some burrs in our backyard, and it was a freaking mess. Look at those cherry tomatoes. Look at here. Hashberry plant. Hey yo. Got some hashberries. Foliage. Looking good. You can see my nails are much longer because we're current day filming here. These are my little shoots. And I had to take my bell pepper and my jalapeno outside because they suddenly got covered in like, so it looked like freaking baby spiders hatched all over it, but I think it was some sort of a mite, so I immediately just took it outside. But this is my this is my big boy tomato plant, and you can see how big it's gotten since you guys last saw it. I've had to up pot it again into this plastic thing over here. Most of all my like veggies are like over here on this side of the tent, and the lights are turned all the way up so they get really nice light. And then all my lights come on at night because, you know, our temperatures are really high right now, so I have all these lights on as timer, a schedule, where they come on, I think it's 7 p.m. and they go off at like 2 or 3 a.m. or something like that, so that the tent doesn't get too hot during the daytime. We do have our garage area air conditioned, but we don't keep it air conditioned enough. You know what I'm saying? To keep the temperatures lower. So those are things you kind of have to think about when you have a grow tent, is how warm is it going to get in there? Are you having air conditioned air circulating in, you know, and things like that. So I just wanted to give you a cute little veggie update, and also an update on some of my gorgeous baby seedlings. And let me tell you something, I am like a proud mother. Like, these are getting pretty big. These are the larger cups, which a lot of my seedlings, as like the more time goes on, the bigger they're going to get, and they're not going to be like seedlings anymore. Then they're going to be like juvenile, I guess, juvenile anthurium. Look at that gorgeous color. These are ones that I have selected for myself, but I'm not sure, you know what I mean? Just keeping an eye on everything. Love the leaf pattern here. Love the leaf pattern here. Keep in mind, all of these that you are seeing are brothers and sisters. That's what's so cool about that, okay? Leaf pattern back there. And check these guys out. Like, these are some other ones that I've selected to keep for future breeding. Look at this, brother and sister. Pretty cool, huh? This one has much more of like a crystal-like veination, and this one's just like a deep, dark guy. And then even this one's even more different because the surface has like a six-pack. It's like a bullate type surface with the veins, and this one is like narrow. See what I mean? So it's like, it's so cool. And every time that you order a seedling from me, I try to pick a really freaking cool seedling because they're all cool. Here's my new mother plants. This is the one that you saw me repot and move up the air layering. And look at that new root. That's literally since last week. That's why air layering is the goat. And then you can see my big ass new leaf. Whoa, coming up from that last big mother plant repotting that you seen. So we're getting there, guys. You know, since the great die-off, we are rebuilding. We are rebuilding. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you are interested in becoming a member, there's a link down below. Links for Etsy down below, link for merch down below, yada, yada, yada. We love you guys so much. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye.